Hello, friends and Randomizer fans worldwide. Hope your Monday is going, well, about as well as a Monday can go. I'm having a pretty good one, and I'm in here with Stags. How's your Monday?
I can't complain. No one would want to hear it anyway.
There is that. We have a race here between Alsoa and It's a Starman. So, we are ready to have some fun with these two runners. Or at their expense, one or the other. Salt, says Starman, and Bird versus Star says the Birdman. Chat's ready to go. Also, a shout out to Phonics doing our tracking today. Getting into that this tournament, we appreciate it. We always need more trackers. They help make everything go better. Show love to trackers, chat.
And we're off.
Hideous start screen, but we can do something with it. Two directions you can go.
Well, it's always nice finding Wizrobes early.
Double-edged sword. Jeez, we got the Lionels and ropes on the overworld as well. Someone give me a sword so we can do some combat.
Expensive bombs today. Uh-oh.
Feels like that's been a recurring theme lately. Limiting the resources, particularly those bombs. Those wizards know how to HUD clip.
And Starman sure knows some maneuvers.
Gonna dip into 6 and see if there's anything easy on the floor. Instead, there's an easy nope in the next room.
Goma way.
Goma and a ladder block on top of that. Is that the bow?
I think that was the bow.
That's only a quick glimpse, but it sure looked like a bow to me.
It's very convenient that it was right next to the Goma block.
Well, that'll tell you what to do once you find a ladder, but where, oh where, is that ladder gonna be? Now, I am a fan at this stage of getting the Armos checks in. Alsoa's gonna go for that one right now. Finds Blue Ring Shop.
We do have a vanilla blue ring price and a slightly expensive blue candle price.
Not quite right near start with that money-making game. I do always like to know where the money-making games are. This is going to be a brutal screen for Alsoa to get back from. I'm not sure I would actually do it without a sword. Because just that, there was basically no way he was walking back. And we got 29 rupees on the medium.
Well, it's not too painful, but it's not going to get you a set of bombs.
It's not going to get you a candle either. Alright, third armor's check. That's not an item.
We've got high fives with the Armos right now, but Alsoa is the only one to get through.
A white sword, how about that?
Alsoa looks like is about to get that secret there, so that will definitely help his progress.
Maybe too upset about money, except maybe you'd like to find a mugger or two first and just burn them off. So that narrows it to 2 Armos locations for that item.
Boy, that was almost a screen clip to a Lionel in the face.
I'll be very curious if seeing the white sword as your white sword item will change the meta any. Because frequently runners are going to take that first candle opportunity that they get to open up the exploration, and they'll take the candle from a choose any cave. But you could alternatively now go straight for the hearts, knowing that you got that big combat upgrade with the white sword.
Well, also, the candle shop is not particularly far away from start, either.
And
Oh,
that is a
no.
lousy large secret, but it is enough candle money. I'd actually up A and grab the candle right now. They did find a candle shop too. Yes, they did. They found 6 of them, I think. So, it's an extremely lousy large secret. But I do think there's a benefit to it in that it makes the strategy pretty clear to me. There's no saving up for Blue Ring on that. That's not enough money that you're going to make serious shopping purchases. So buy your candle, because that's about all it's going to be good for.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty tough.
But does also remember where one of those 5 candle shops were? Or is he going to save his money instead? Any Patras yet? Well, we've only seen 2 rooms of the dungeon, so...
Oh, and it's a 5 also.
This is the ultimate poverty seed. Okay, theoretically, it could get worse, but practically speaking, you are not going to do much worse than these secrets.
Everything's rolling down, almost all of the prices are rolling up.
Yeah, so again, I'd want to spend this money, honestly, before getting hit by a mugger.
Yeah, and Starman's going, oh, and doesn't get there. That was the blue candle shop right there.
Yeah, also it was just on a brutal screen with those levers to not have a weapon of any kind.
So how about this start today, Trenton?
So it's impractical, let's call it that. I wouldn't even call this a bad start per se, but what it means is you don't have the bonus money to buy luxury items, let's call it. So you can't just go around and buy your arrows and bait right now when you might need that money for something else. And you're probably not going to be able to buy that the blue ring today.
It looks like Starman got tremored right there, unfortunately.
What did Starman die from? Probably a lever popped up. Well, Forgotten Spot is one of the any roads today. So Starman purchased the candle. Alsoa has not done that. And that is a distinct difference, but we'll see if there ends up being an advantage out of it. If maybe you find a level 1 or a level 2 where you could find something very useful out of.
Well, there's a very convenient take any right near start. And then combining that with the Forgotten Spot also works very nicely for mobility. So there are some pluses.
I think that's 18 on a door repair charge. Not quite. Is that 21? 21, says chat. Yay.
Going for...
This is the last Armos check. So he knows this is the item, but what a brutal screen. And level 9 is located.
Again, that's right near a screen clip and a take any away from start. So not a horrible location.
Well, what that was able to do, Atlas, the book is going to be our Armos item, which does tell us that the wood sword will be in an open cave somewhere. But what I was going to say is, what Alsoa did was up A and got the health refill in that level 9, which ended up being perfect for letting him brute force the Armos item, and he knew that that had to be the Armos item. Good question in chat, is there a place where you can rewatch this tournament? VODs are on all the Speed Gaming channels, and there's a lot of links posted to them in Discord, and then there will be an export process where a bunch of videos go to YouTube. And level 1 is at level 8, so there you go. For the first time, the candle may have really paid some dividends. Let's see what we get for Starman in this one. What are you hoping for?
Well, I mean, finding the heart right away definitely helps, but, hope, I guess, gotta hope for the wand. That's what I can imagine Starman's hoping for.
Alsoa locates the wood sword cave and takes the candle. I love the gutsiness of the play. The one problem is it absolutely requires him to find the bonus hearts. So you know they're on the overworld, but right now you don't have bombs, and they could all be behind bombs and power bracelets and raft spots.
You know, yeah, with knowing where the white sword is, and knowing how cash-starved this is going to be, you're going to want that for bombs, possibly for keys. So I like the play. I like the play.
Well, I always love when runners do something to give themselves a chance. And it's a divergent play in that you know most people aren't going to do that. So he's able to save 75 rupees. He's able to save a heart that moves in that much closer to the white sword. There is a logic and a way that this works. Pardon the witch. That is the wand on the floor in level 1.
My work here is done.
So we don't have the staircase item out of that one yet. But
Oh, and Also is going right on in.
this is going to be great for him. So he's got that atlas, which lets him see all of the maps as soon as he walks into the dungeons. He's going to nope out of it, or he's going to try and open stuff by manipulating the screens. Totally fair. Especially when that's the bulk of the dungeon. Or not, but either way. 4 hearts, not enough to pick up the white sword. I do not blame Starman for trying when it's that close. Can't saying he could sort this one. It's a possibility, but also we have no bombs, no keys. So our ability to make progress in this one is pretty limited.
And I'm not sure where Also is headed off to. Maybe try to find bombs? Try to buy bombs?
Choose any. I mean, that's really got to be his priority right now.
Try it. Yep, the 4 heart. Try it.
That's very reasonable. Because it changes everything instantaneously.
And it wasn't a lever that took out Starman before. It was a yellow Wizrobe popped up.
Well, they're jerks.
I don't remember sending them an invitation.
We did not get a check of this cave above the waterfall earlier. There was a death on the screen, but now with the wand, it should be very reasonable to check it out. This is a seed where you really need a money-making game to be near start. That would be so nice. Instead, we're just getting secrets. And there's the magic sword! We have seen all the swords, 15 minutes in.
Well, plenty of swords, not a lot of rupees.
Those Lionels do love to stab, even if it's in the back, and that looks like a level 7. Yeah, looks like Elsa's gonna say nope. Can you blame him? It's 7.
It didn't look like a particularly long 7.
He also doesn't have the wand yet, though, so he really has extraordinarily limited combat right now. That would be a hint shop, but only community hints today, which means the community supplied the messages that the merchant will give. None of them will help you find any items or levels. Alsoa back to this mess.
And makes it through. And very literally gets nothing for the effort.
Chat, surprised Starman isn't going through dungeons with no bombs. I can understand that a bit. And if you can find another take any, then that probably is giving you the white sword. So I don't think it's unreasonable to prioritize looking for the take any's right now. And I think that also explains what Alsoa is doing. Instead of digging one and maybe seeing if there was a free item, I think he's looking for those bonus hearts to guarantee him white sword.
Yeah, I think that's probably a safe bet. And level 4.
Hanging out on Candle Row. In line with 9. I'm telling you, it's a thing lately. These dungeons like to cluster together. It's kind of a shame that level's not yellow. Because then it would be a yellow submarine.
Now, I can't remember if level 4 is part of the rule, but I seem to recall 1 through 3, if it's bombable, then a bomb, or if there isn't a blocker,
will be bombable.
Yeah. Does it work that for 4 also?
I'm not even sure it's true for 3. I don't memorize things like that, I just know it's 1 and 2. Alright, so ladder required in 4 and probably in 6. We also know it's required to get the bow, so a very required ladder this seed. But right now, our runners just want to have some heart! If you're just joining us, we've seen the white sword item is in fact the white sword. That prompted Alsoa to take a candle from the wood sword cave. And 4 hearts is not enough to get that white sword item, so we gotta find another one, at least, to be able to give our runners that sword. While Starman has not located the wood sword cave at all yet. Another shop. one point alsoa had the money to buy a candle, instead opted to hold on to it, and mainly has spent that money on bombs. There's his take, Kenny. Better check the last open cave up here too before you're in too much of a hurry to get that white sword. And level 5.
I mean, I suppose you have to look at a few rooms, right? No?
You know the seed basically really opens up once you get that wood sword. But this is gonna feel really, really bad if it's not enough.
Yeah, especially if there's an open heart just sitting there a room in.
So this is really alsoa's big play. Does it pay off? Can you get in there on one heart? Is it enough? Ray says no!
No!
Now everything is terrible. Chad, I do expect to see a clip in Discord after the race is over. Someone has homework. Alright, so it's a max heart, white sword item, and alsoa, as a reminder, took the candle instead of the wood sword. So, the best news for him would have been if he went back and found that wand. It would really change everything for him. But he's probably going back on the exploration trail to try and locate another heart. Well, he's getting the muggers out of the way. And there you go.
All the way in the bottom corner.
Now, for all that, I would say alsoa's play has paid off. Mainly because Starman never found the wood sword.
Yeah, there was a lot of exploration there.
So he's not doing the quick update because it doesn't really change anything right now. Thank you, game. Yeah, Starman's having a little trouble with the whiz ropes. Because it does have the wand, but whiz ropes. So, I'd like to see him back in one with these bombs.
Yeah, the overworld enemy sets have been pretty tough, in all fairness.
Yeah, it's Lionels and whiz ropes, and we don't have any sort of defense against them.
I think I saw dark nets.
Magic shield.
I think I saw dark nets too.
I can't imagine what would be left for dungeons. These would be the easiest dungeons in the world if whiz ropes and dark nets and Lionels are on the overworld.
Okay, alsoa's going back into 1 now.
This is where he needs to be. And with the white sword, he's about to find his wand, and he's going to be like, why didn't I come in here sooner? All I had to do was just walk around. But his combat is still going to be great, and realistically, this is still the early part of this game, so it's going to feel frustrating, alsoa's position, but from what we see, this really is everything coming up alsoa. Lots of Goma. I'd be exploring a little more, I think, instead of fighting this room. Maybe hoping for a compass or something. Hearts are good. Alright, staircase item in 1. You called the wand. What's our staircase?
We're gonna have a bloomerang.
You're gonna get a key. And looks like maybe another ladder block. Alsoa's gonna find his wand. And there's a map.
Although, I'm sure that they would really want to see the any key.
Or red ring. Because you're not getting a blue ring this seed.
Yep, absolutely. Absolutely.
Alsoa has effectively seen all the secrets, or at least sure close to it. So, there is zero chance he's buying a blue ring, I would say. And red ring would help you a bunch on this overworld. Here's our staircase! Survey says... Power bracelet! Very similar shape to a boomerang.
And it fits the general theme of our having seen a lot of jewelry thus far. There have been a lot of blue ring shops.
I can't argue with that. Starman has found his way to the screen where the book is. Now, not everybody will take the book, because they really hate the fire from the wand, but Atlas is really strong. And Starman's gonna take it. There's the compass. Are we going blocked is the question. Nope. It's a very bad manhandled block. Triforce #1 on the board for Alsoa at 26 minutes. He's got a wand and a power bracelet out of level 1. Those power bracelet spots are going to look pretty compelling right now, actually. Because he's done so much overworld exploration otherwise. This is going to be a ladder block, because there was that river. Yep. There's nothing you can do with this one, and Starman has located the wood sword at 27 minutes. So that's where I was saying, Alsoa's gamble did pay off, even though it took so long for him to get enough hearts for the white sword, but he ended up getting it before Starman was even able to get the wood. So he has certainly lost nothing to Starman on the sword advantage.
And I think you... Oh, maybe not. I was going to say, I think you called it and going straight for the power bracelet spots, but going into levels instead.
A 7's not an unreasonable play, of course. Lots of Gomas showing up so far. You're not going to be able to do too much there, so this is going to push him to that Lost Hills arm push block. And more money. I have frequently said in these flags, in this tournament, that I don't normally like to buy the wood arrows without the bow. I amend that to say in this scenario, I would consider this de facto having the bow, since we know where it is and we know we need the ladder to get it. And we've seen a whole lot of Goma blocks. With 88 rupees, I'm buying the wood arrows.
Yeah, I get a little reluctant until we've seen the ladder.
Well, it can't be bow blocked.
Well, just as far as needing exploration, but going for those arrows right there.
Theoretically, what it could cost you is 1.5 packs of bombs. Not that you could buy a half pack, but halfway to another pack. Alsoa, you don't have the bow. Oh, he's gonna try and bomb. Fair enough. Well, too bad this is a triple. Oh, it's trolling. Trolling big. Wow.
Well,
So the
also
reason I
kind
said
of
I would
went.
prefer a triple is so that they would respawn.
Also kind of went for the home run there. Also.
And Power Bracelet for Starman. Only one bomb left.
A very timely clock.
I'll take it even though you know this was a Wallmaster room. I didn't get an exact count, and we may be at the enemy limit anyways. But if you have to go back and come back in to get one last Wallmaster, that's nothing. And Triforce out of 1 for Starman. Chat discussing more ways that Goma control us. I don't think we need more ways that Goma control us. We've seen several already. I am surprised there were this many secret coins left. I didn't think there were. Chat would like to know, can't the silvers be in 9? Yes, they can. They can basically be anywhere. Okay, so we're still missing several levels. I can talk, I promise. On my track, I've got 1, 6, 7, 4, and 5. We have seen 8, I believe. But 2 and 3 should still be outstanding.
I don't remember seeing 8. Oh, here's 8. There we go.
That one right there?
Yeah, this one.
Alsoa, thank you. Let me update my tracker. I mean, I should have known. It's in the same column as level 4, and everything is lining up lately. So levels 2 and 3 are missing, and we are still missing. One of those will be behind the overworld block. At least one of them will be. Alright, so level 8, a 2-item dungeon. Chad, what do you think the most important thing we're going to get out of this level 8 is? Item-wise. Not the Triforce, but item-wise. What's the most important thing we're going to get out of 8? I'm thinking it's the recorder just to throw us off.
At this point, I think the most important thing might be that heart container.
Well, that'd be top of the line for Starman and get him closer to that white sword. But right now, Alsoa's not finding many staircases, but lots of bomb walls. Not all of them choosing to bomb. I say that to mean in the generic sense of this is a wall that is potential to bomb, so he's trying. And looks like level 8 is ladder block. Unless you can bomb down here. And you cannot. So that means no ladder in 8. That's good-ish news. Mainly in that we got blocked out so early. So this probably means Alsoa needs to go back to 5.
We might get a West Death Mountain check coming pretty soon.
Alsoa ventured up this way earlier when he was looking for hearts, and he located level 5 to the west of Spectacle Rock. That's what I'm looking for. Spectacle Rock.
And I think you're right. That appears to be where he's going.
It just makes the most sense when you have a level already located.
Yeah, there's going to be a little bit of a feels bad if there's a heart immediately in the next room.
I'm not even sure he'll remember that at this point, but you could make him feel bad about it later if it is.
Oh, I'm not going to go out of my way, especially on a rupee-starved seed.
Ooh, we are key blocked. You can get around it with a ladder, but that's not much of a get around. So I guess Alsoa's going to try for bombs. Perfectly rational thing to do.
Is this... Oh, that's right. There are no heart shuffle in this.
Correct. Bombs won't help. I didn't say he was looking for bombs for this level. I just said he was looking for bombs. We're up on Death Mountain. We got Overworld to explore. Medicine Shop 61 for the red. That is definitely going to be the potion of choice.
Well, it's nice to find something that rolled down, finally.
Do we have to buy keys at this point? Bold of you to assume we can afford them. I mean, I just don't think we're affording keys if you want them. Maybe Alsoa could afford one, but instead he has bombed and found level 2. That is a welcome sight. The item will be on the floor, a heart will be on the floor, and a Triforce will be on the floor, and a Patcher will be above the floor, because jerk. And that means level 3 will be our overworld block. It's either behind a raft, recorder, or the power bracelet if there's still this one spot over here. I don't even recall seeing a key shop particularly. There it is! Level 3 was our overworld block, which means we are ladder and silvers from go mode. Which is still a lot, but...
Yeah, I heard the other day someone point out, and I can't remember if it was you or not, that of late, during the tournament, a lot of the levels have been kind of clustered together. We're seeing a bit of that here today, too.
1 and 6 are one screen away. 4 and 8 are 2 screens apart. 9 is 2 screens from 9. 3 is 2 screens from 9. And 5 and 2 are just to the northeast of 3. Keys? Keys are good. 2 can give us keys. We'll take it.
You know, an inexpensive bomb upgrade would be pretty nice. I'm not going to hold my breath with this seat, but...
enough that we can really do it right now. 9 is 2 screens from 9. 3 is 2 screens from 9. I try not to look away from the game too much, lest I missed something. Level 3, we are looking for a staircase. And now you're really hoping there's not a wall master in this room. And there's not. But you're hoping at that point. Time for Elso to get revenge. And a compass. Compass is good. And I don't think that can't be a push block because of the Triforce being on the ground. And that is the raft, which is worthless. Ish. Can't block a level. So, Alsoa's going to be done with 3. I'm not sure how blocked we were in 5, but if it was just keys, now Alsoa's got... There was a key block. It was key or river, so I imagine Alsoa's going back to 5. Raft cannot block ladder because we don't have any levels left to find. We found all the levels, chat.
So there was a Petra block here. I think might be going to try to defeat that. Or use the key.
That's reasonable. Also, that's your bait block. So, good news in a cash-starved seed is that we won't need that extra purchase. Can something like Red Ring be raft blocked? No, it would have to be the white sword item, but we already have that. We've got all the levels, so there's nothing that the raft can block that we need. So apologies if I didn't explain that well enough. It's just because we know all the levels and the white sword item, there's no utility at all in the raft. So that's why Alsoa isn't even going to spend any time on it at all.
Now, I don't think Starman has seen all the same levels. I don't think Starman saw 5 yet, so would probably pick up the raft.
Yeah, that's a completely different equation. You could theoretically gamble and hope that this is just your only one, but if you're missing anything at all, there's no reason to waste on that gamble for just a couple of seconds.
Yeah, especially with the overworld difficulties encountered thus far.
Also, Alsoa is bypassing the Patra because that can't be a push block, it's level 2. Tell me we've got a gun block. Oh, we've got a keypad. Obviously, he doesn't want to spin the keys if he doesn't have to, but sometimes the game just gonna force you. And Starman gonna grab the raft. Now, so is killing everything because we are looking for a floor drop. And there it is, that's the ladder.
Ooh, the ladder's a big one.
So, we need silvers for go mode.
And also already has the wooden arrows, so did spend the cash there.
Yeah, this is where you beeline to that coast, get yourself the bow and start dealing with these Goma blocks to see if you can get your silvers.
Now, do you do that before saving?
Unless he's got like one cave to bomb up here on Death Mountain, I probably would have up-8 saved because the coast is closer to
I meant explore West Death Mountain before saving and going over there for the bow. But going to 5 because of that ladder block, may be able to get around the Goma.
Yeah, 5 being close enough, it does make sense, because it's pretty obnoxious to get back here.
Oh, good point. Alsoa does not have to open up anymore, so no need to explore West Death Mountain at all.
Yeah, this is true. And I should remember that, considering how much I was just making that point. Or a similar one, anyway.
I promise I was listening to you also.
That is a troll. You're not funny, old man. More Patra. Also not funny. So, good news for Starman is he should be able to get his ladder out of this and not be giving up too much in this dungeon. I like killing this Patra even if it's an obnoxious room to kill a Patra in, and happens to be the Triforce too. But I was just gonna say, because you're probably gonna have to walk through this room a couple times, or maybe... I'm betting this is transport. No, it is the item, and it's the wood boomerang. So that's a perfect 5 for Alsoa. It was very quick, and you're done.
Yeah, I don't remember seeing the heart, but doesn't need the heart.
No, it'd be a luxury. One more would be the minimum chance for Magic Sword. But that's not worth investing a lot of time in level 5 for.
Yeah, the Magic Sword is right next to the start screen, but the way combat's going with the wand and the white sword, I mean, that Patra was kind of like butter.
Yeah, so it's back into 6. This is... I'd go grab the bow first. In fact, I think you have to.
Yeah, there's a Goma and a locked door, so it's not necessarily a block, but there is a Goma next door.
It's a river block. Ladder was required, but there is a Goma in the room, too. Four Triforces in 46 minutes. I mean, Alsoa is going to feel behind because of his gamble in the early game. Having seen the white sword, he opted to take the candle from the wood sword cave, and then it took about 10 minutes to finally get that white sword because of the max heart requirement. That's what's going to make him feel behind, and he's going to feel like he's chasing the whole way. We know that that play worked out perfectly for him, even if it was a little slower than you might like. But I promise you everything has felt behind since then. But he had to be very happy about being able to quickly get his item out of 2, quickly get through level 5 like that. 2 was even pretty mild.
And all of that early exploration really helped being able to skip a couple of the extra little pickups, and like the raft for instance.
Yeah, it told him instantaneously when he found that 3 that there were no other overworld blocks. He knew He knew where everything was at that point. Hello, Petra. And Starman has his ladder and Triforce set at level 2. Alsoa certainly knows how to do his block clips, but this was an unfriendly room. It was just cluttered. And making it hard to clip. You know, I probably should have mentioned this way back when, but Alsoa is actually a fan of having the arrows. And that's a bit of a Y-force, I imagine, because you could leave 6 behind, but it feels bad, man.
Well, it is really close to start.
That's probably the biggest reason why you'd leave it behind.
And I think also I just wanted to wait until I said that so you can go back in.
This may just be a case of once he had those 2 extra seconds to think about it, he said it feels too bad to leave the item behind. And I would not fault anyone either way on this. Oh! So assuming he's already tried bombing that north wall, the stairway he noped out of was a troll staircase to that one-off room, which the best case scenario for it would be is that it could be the heart.
I think he already got the heart in this room, in this dungeon.
Looking at his count, you may be right.
It was...
It's not something I take the biggest note of. Except in 1 or 2. Because floor drop, you have to be careful until you know whether or not that was the item or the heart. Alright, Starman has gotten 3 pieces of Triforce Tau, so has 2. 5's a pretty short dungeon, so really the difference between them right now is the white sword, which Starman needs to go back and grab, and the Triforce out of 6. And a quick dip into 5. Does Alsoa have enough for Magic Sword? He has the minimum chance at it.
Well, I think Starman's going straight up there for it. Or maybe buy arrows first.
If they're on your way, that doesn't hurt. Oh, Poe's voice are so nice when you have arrows. So, I'm not an expert on my second quest rooms, but I believe that one's not, with the Goma, is not eligible for a push block because of the shutter door. I'm sure Chad will correct me if I'm off on that. Which I appreciate, because I want to get things right. Alright, Alsoa is hunting staircases. He finds a dig dogger. Oh no. Could we actually have one room item? Look, nope, here's our staircases.
No, I think that's where the heart was.
Okay.
I think, yeah, this is the... I think that was where the Triforce was?
So the fear would be that that dig dogger is blocking the item room in 6, and if that's the silvers, then we have sort of the ultimate troll item placement. Oh no. Oh no. Stags. Guess what's blocking the item at level 6?
Oh, do we have a recorder block today?
We have one, we don't know if it's required. And that will be where we're looking for silvers last. Chat says there was one other key locked. Okay.
Oh, that's right. Also is now out of keys.
Well, fair enough. I don't think Alsoa wasted a key. He explored in a couple different directions.
Oh, okay. I thought for a second there that Starman didn't go pick up the bow while in that room. Okay. Excellent. Oh. Okay, maybe he did skip it.
He checked his inventory, so he probably just tried to do it quick and missed. Yeah, it's still there. But it blends in really well with that.
Actually, that's usually how I know that it's the bow. Because if I can't see anything there, it's the bow.
Yeah, that's a good point. Alsoa rushing. Well, you know, needs to health refill. But I go back to what I said earlier. If Alsoa even remembers at this point, I'm sure he's felt behind since his candle gamble, we'll call it that. And then it took about 10 more minutes for him to get his sword. And that, I think, is what's going to make you feel behind in chasing the rest of the way. So, this cannot be the item. It could theoretically be a compass or a Triforce, so still reason enough Alsoa wants to try and kill it.
Yeah, the candle gamble's definitely going to make for an interesting conversation topic.
Alright, so Starman is either going to need that key door that Alsoa wasn't able to get, or he's going to find the same recorder block. The bad news for Starman is that he's coming in with less keys than Alsoa did, and there were a lot of key doors in this 6. Money or life? That's a good time to pay the money. Are you serious, game? Well, no reason to pay that second mugger. That's a bad place to come into a room with Patra. Alsoa's gonna improve his chance at Magic Sword a little bit.
So Starman's gonna probably get Triforce right here. Or will
Patra
at least see it.
respawn, so it's perfectly fine to leave that room behind. And explore, see if you get your item instead. Alsoa is needing something to happen in this level 7.
And Starman is going back in.
59 minutes into a seed, and you're not in go mode. You don't leave dungeon items behind, I don't feel like, unless you just absolutely know I'm set. But when you're after 40 minutes, I think you're past the time you're taking gambles on leaving levels behind. That's my general rule. Not enough! Well, he had more than the minimum shot, but it was not enough. Because this is a rude seed. Minimum money, maximum hearts.
But at least it's consistent.
I'm trying to decide if I should know Jiggly you on that. Alright. Level 8, Alsoa, round 3, fight! Where's this 4? I don't know. Hi, Jiggly. Oh, we got heart. So that's now a 50% chance. Alright, item in 8. Whereforth art thou?
Maybe here?
Oh, you wish you had one bomb there. There's the recorder! You finish 8, and now So's gotta go back to 6. As long as you got a key in the recorder, you're going back to 6.
Well, I mean, 7's not that far away either. I think done with the block in 7 now.
I thought it was 6 with the recorder block.
Oh, 6 is the recorder block.
Yeah.
But there isn't a block anymore. 7, I don't believe. And if you happen to find it along the way, find the silvers.
The reason I would say 6 first is there's so many fewer rooms. That was...
Well, I think that's gonna be a sign right to 6.
I think that was him heading back to 4.
Well, just dying in the overworld and 6 being right here close to start.
There you go, magic sword. We found all the swords 12 minutes in, and now Alsoa has picked up his second because he skipped the wood sword. There we go. He's got a recorder, he's got a key. Try that dig dogger first. See if you can get the silver arrows out of this 6. Again, he just doesn't have very many rooms to do in 6. He's only got 3-4 rooms left untouched. And Patros don't respawn either. Well, bosses don't respawn, so those he's gonna just be able to get past. I have no idea what that song was, but I never do. And there you go. It was a recorder block, and you'll take that key. Wood magic boomerang! What a troll. However, he did get a key out of it, so that's not awful. And it was quick. but officially was a recorder block in 6, just not a required one. Alright, so this is most likely going to be alsoa going straight back to 4, who's up here on Candle Row. And he does not have the Triforce out of it yet.
And Starman's back in for the deep grind in 6, really going for it.
And this is unfortunate for him because it's exactly the opposite of what he needed. Because he's going to run into that Dig Dagger block too. And no recorder yet. There has definitely been a bomb shortage this week, I feel like. I mean, we're only 2 days in, but of the 2 races I've been in, there have definitely been bomb shortages. The good news for alsoa is combat really couldn't get much better when you got Magic Sword. And he's doing the right thing by picking up all these little fivers along the way, because enough of those adds up to another bomb pack purchase. 100 rupees! I'm shocked it's not 120. Or at least 110.
I mean, at what point does that become too mean?
We already passed it. Yeah, no reason to fight these Dodongos. There's the Triforce.
Instead, we get to fight those.
Well, yes, they're completely different. They're important. Survey says... Red candle. That's gonna be a no. So, either level 7 or second item in 8, or they're in 9. I'm thinking 9, the way this seed has played out. There's no real way to logic narrow this at this point, because everything could be in every remaining spot. Let's see, we need levels 7 and 8. 7 is up by Lost Hills, 8 is over near Vanilla Start.
I hadn't seen that bomb upgrade in 6 before, so that definitely does block that blue boomerang. That's unfortunate.
Now, if Starman happens to find the silvers before he finds Recorder, that could still pay out for some time saving. If he has to go back to that 6, that's going to be unfortunate. What items must be in overworld and what must be in dungeons? Well, that's not really the breakdown. The breakdown is what can't be in 9. And it can't be any of your overworld block items. And also the ladder. I guess bow is not a overworld block item either.
Oh, Starman falls to a Goma, unfortunately.
Magic
also,
key,
it does get the any key, though.
that's probably the best of the riffraff. You had this, the red ring, and heart remaining. Heart is obviously the whammy. Don't want it. The red ring would feel good, but with as many hearts as he has, Magic Key is the one that stops you from being stopped in dungeons. So even if it's not quite as satisfying as the red ring, I think that was the best of the rest. About an hour in, this is a good time to say thank you to Phonics doing our tracking today. Thank you to all of you who are hanging out here on Speed Gaming, enjoying a race between It's Starman and alsoa999. Alright, so Alsoa just needs his Triforce out of this 8, and then needs a trip to 7, and how much time does he invest looking for the item there? Again,
I gotta think that also is gonna full clear it.
Yeah, I just don't see going into 9 without it. I said before, about the 40-minute mark, give or take, is my line in the sand where I'm not leaving dungeons uncleared unless I have to, like that recorder block. I bet you'd like to have more Patra. Although it's a much better room to fight Patra in. And also it has a Triforce out of 8.
Okay, there's gonna be a level 7 high 5 here in a minute.
If this is somehow the Silvers and Starman gets it, that's his best time save at this point. The only downside is Alsoa is almost certainly going to make the same play. Yeah, the chronic lack of bombs and not a high key count either. It's been problematic the whole time.
Well, the key count issue just kind of waltzed away for Alsoa. But the bombs are gonna keep popping up, I have a feeling.
Well, when your max is only 8. Alright, so Alsoa, this will be his last piece of Triforce, and it's our last location for Silvers outside of 9. And if it's the heart, probably the only thing keeping him from burning it would be that he doesn't want to waste the time. How much for a bomb pack, asked chat? That was mid-30s. 35, 36, I think.
Yeah, just about everything rolled up today, except for the secrets, which rolled way down.
Bomb wall leads to stairs. Stairs are transport. I'd probably still take it, though. But that's me. Control handle. Nice! Stairs. This is the other side of the transport.
I really do love this game. I really do.
Good chance this is it. Or no, shutter door. I learn these things slowly. Oh, magic sword shredding that. Oh, game. You have got a sense of humor. Silvers for Alsoa! Ladies and gentlemen, at 1 hour 13 minutes. Alsoa! Why? Am I wrong, or was that the Triforce room?
I couldn't actually tell where Alsoa was. The dot's really faint on my screen. I think might have been upper left.
Okay. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Item was 2 above the Triforce. That sounds legit. Okay, this is the Triforce. I thought he was closer. Okay. Alsoa knows what he's doing. I don't. That's why I talk in games. Triforce for Alsoa, and what I was trying to say is that 1 hour 13 minutes, Alsoa has entered Go Mode!
Now, if I remember correctly, 9's pretty close to start.
Not really. It's west of 4, Vanilla 4, the raft spot.
Oh, that's right.
It's the shop before the Blue Ring Armos.
The close to start was taking a take any, clipping a screen, and going down one. That's not particularly close, I guess.
Okay, that's why I was off, yeah. Seeing it on Starman's side makes perfect sense now. That's why I was confused. It was in the same area of the mini-map, but it's segmented, so that doesn't connect or work.
Well, the good news about finding this for Starman, as you mentioned, is going to save going back into 6.
Yeah, and no digging for your Triforce and Go now. So that leaves us with Red Ring and Heart in level 9. You know, the other day, Redbird made quite the prophetic statement of maybe you want to dip your head into those staircases and just see if they happen to turn up the red ring for you, knowing that that's one of the 2 items.
13 hearts is an awful lot.
It really is. It's more than enough. That's why when he found that magic sword, I said I would actually prefer it in that situation to the red ring. But if you happen to stumble across it, it's not like it's going to hurt you any. Burn the map. Very appropriate reaction.
And Starman gets the Triforce out of 7. Anything can happen. It is a little bit of an uphill climb, but it's not over.
The best thing for Starman is these dungeons should go quick. None of these Triforces were particularly difficult to get that I recall. You better stab him, Alsoa. Thank you! So he's trying to work on a 10 count here. He wants to get 10 consecutive hits without taking damage. And that's for the purposes of trying to force a bomb drop. So now blow up those dudes, and you get bombs. And you get a compass!
And a compass.
Alright, so normally we spend time looking for a shutter door, but we're not going to do that. Now he's going to be all about trying to find Ganon.
Yeah, I think that compass was the bigger reward there.
He was going for the bomb drop, but he maybe got something better. Although you're certainly going to need bombs on this 9, it looks like.
And also, it just needs to remember to hang on to at least 1 rupee.
Yeah, you make a good point. You do not want to run out of money for Ganon. That would be quite unfortunate. Also, you have the magic sword to stab fires with?
Just tempting fate.
And the reason I say that is we see the shoot room. That it's the same amount of damage between magic sword. And here's Ganon! Okay then! Now, Alsoa does not have a ring. That's important to remember, but he's got a stun lock and doesn't need to do that many hits with Magic Sword. So I can't even set up the fight before he has gathered the Triforce of Power. On
I
his way
looked
to
away.
Zelda. Okay, a couple rooms around, but he's fine. This is fine. Everything's fine, chat. You don't need to end the game with any rupees. This is fine. But that would have been a Goba block if you hadn't killed it. Wouldn't that stink to be out of rupees? Oh boy. I can't help but think about the trolls the way this one's gone, but here we go! Alsoa has rescued Zelda, guarding a fiver. Finish time of 1:19:46. Chat's already got the GGs. Chat knows what to do. It was dramatic. It had its highs and lows.
Yeah, level 9 kind of accelerated very quickly there.
And we need to mark Alsoa done on the tracker so that he gets the invite. There we go. Yeah, thank you to Phoenix doing everything with the button pushing. Dancing Calbrana from Final Fantasy IV. That was the tune for those like me who didn't get it. What Alsoa got is a win today. GG!
Thank you. I felt behind literally the entire seed until I found Zelda.
We were wondering about that.
Like, with the 30-minute sword because I was stupid and made the white sword play, combined with getting ladder blocked out of 4 dungeons, bomb blocked out of 4 dungeons, going back to 6 and full clearing it, basically.
We went back and forth on a debate on whether that was a really shrewd move or possibly a gamble mistake. But we liked the argument for it.
And here's the other thing. It worked for you. You had the white sword before Starman had the wood sword. So, it literally worked.
So, if I may explain my thought process behind the candle pickup.
Go for
Please.
it. I saw that the buddy was absolutely garbage. So buying a candle really wasn't something I wanted to do. I saw that the white sword was available. And I made the gamble that there will be enough bonus caves available between having a candle and open caves, maybe with a dungeon heart pickup or 2, that I can probably grab this white sword and take the candle out of the wood sword cave. Give myself a little bit better chance of magical sword, even though I really wasn't thinking about that initially. But also have a little bit of extra health in case I never find a red ring. And if I see a white sword that's available for free, I'm way more likely to just take the candle out of the wood sword cave and go for that free quote-unquote white sword. Of course, it was 6 hearts, but nobody pays attention to that.
No, that's pretty much what we were figuring there. It all made complete sense. It just took a little while to find those take any's.
It was just quite the trolly start when you had the max heart white sword item plus the secrets, such as they were.
I don't necessarily know if I would have made the same play again with the knowledge of this seed. I might have been more willing to just take the candle out of the take any, but I don't think in general that's necessarily a bad play to make.
And I think Starman, I believe, is hanging it up after falling again to that Patra there.
He still had a couple pieces of Triforce to get, so it was still a ways to go at that point. So, Alsoa, how good a feeling was it to know you didn't even need the raft once you found it?
Knowing I didn't need it was kind of meh. Finding it was actually terrible.
Well, yes, obviously, you wanted silvers, but...
I wanted ladder more than silvers. And the reason I wanted ladder more than silvers is I was confirmed ladder block out of 3 dungeons. 4 I marked as ladder blocked without having hard confirmation that it was. And my big concern was, oh crap, I missed a bomb wall in 4, and 4 actually has ladder. After I found ladder, yes, I wanted every item to be silvers. But until I had that ladder was my top priority over silvers, which is weird.
So you squared up your record, and you want someone from TG Crim or Rick Crim, but I'm forgetting everything.
So there's a couple of matches that whoever goes into the 2-2 group from that match is going to be absolutely terrifying to go against, and I welcome all of it.
There you go.
Because my philosophy is that if you go against a player that you think you're the underdog in the race for, it makes you get good. If you go into a race that you don't think you're the underdog in the race for, you still got to play good. Like, don't get me wrong. I did not come into this race thinking that I was the favored person. I came in thinking, okay, it's just going to be a race, and I don't particularly care who's favored.
Well, coming up tonight, we've got Dr. JPHD and Potato Pony. We've got Drolls and Phoenix Ignition. And at 11, we've got Panzer Dave and Slamoo. So plenty of racing tonight.
Yeah, I encourage everybody to go out and watch as many of these races as you can. Also, I want to give a thank you to our commentary team of Trenton and Stags28, as well as our tracker Phonics. And from what I understand, there's a race coming up real soon, so I'm just going to stop yammering.
I'll do the same and just real quickly say that my mix-up was that it's F. Coughlin versus Crim. That's what I was trying to say.
Well, that's a match.
That's coming up later this week. It's a bunch of fun to be had. Be sure to check out the Z1R Discord for more. And thanks for joining us. Have a great night, everybody.